Every morning she gets mad at me to get me out of bed. And the second question comes, what do you want for breakfast? And then she gets mad, and otherwise she is really, really wonderful.
So all these years, does she still cook for you?
Yes.
And do you also cook for her?
No.
The answer is no.
Pretty content right now.
You're content.
Yeah, whatever happens, I let it happen. I would rather spend time with my lovely, lovely wife and my kids and grandkids and friends. That's what I'll enjoy doing it.
You want to?
What is this car called?
It's a Mercedes Sprinter.
It's a Mercedes?
Sprinter. It's an
Sprinter.
ultimate limo.
Oh, it's like a limo.
Yes, it's a limo.
Mr. Sunny Deol or Bobby Deol also once came to meet you as well. Is it true?
Lot of Bollywood actors have been here
At your place?
at my place here. Yes,
Right. Mr. Raj Babbar, Mr. Bobby Deol, Mr.
Yeah.
Sunny Deol.
yes, they all have been here.
Hmm.
This Prem Chopra,
Oh,
Sunil Dutt was here.
really?
Yeah,
Devanand?
Devanand,
He was here with you?
he was here with them.
He was from Gurdaspur, by the way.
Yes, he's from Gurdaspur. He told one time I was at the concert office
Hmm.
and I met Shatrughan Sinha.
Oh,
He was the health minister that time
right. In the Vajpayee government.
in the Vajpayee
In
government.
the Vajpayee government.
Vajpayee government.
Right. His life. He's talked to us about his grandkids, the citations he got from George Bush, and a chair that he established in the name of his father.
धालीवाल साहब की सीधा सीधा ट्रम्प वैंस का नाम लिखा हुआ है, तो आप लग रहा है ट्रम्प के सपोर्टर हैं.
Yes, I am.
You would definitely want to see him as a president.
I would like to see him as the president.
What is the reason if I ask you that why are you for the Trump? Why are you for Trump?
Trump is for the country, and on top of it, he's a very good friend of India,
Yes.
and for the honorable Prime
And
Minister.
as well. They share a very good bond with me.
Yes.
Five decades that they have been together, and Miss Debbie has, of course, raised 6 kids, 3 sons and 3 daughters, with Mr. Dhaliwal as well. Ma'am, of course, it's an immense pleasure to follow the career of your husband. What an immense talent that he has had. I'm sure that such careers are only possible when you get a steadfast and unwavering support from the spouses like you, who have given him that sort of a trust, faith, and loyalty to do and achieve his dreams in this country. What is that you like about him in his career and his private life?
Putting me on the spot. I can't do this.
Come on.
No, I'm not.
Just say you love me.
And anything which comes to your mind that describes him?
Relentless.
What?
Relentless?
Yes.
That's what he is?
Yes.
So relentless is how she describes her husband.
She's really a wonderful person. Keeps me going. Every morning she gets mad at me to get me out of bed. And the second question comes, what do you want for breakfast? And then she gets mad, and otherwise she is really, really wonderful.
So it's the same old story of every household where the first question definitely from a wife is, what is it that you want? in
Yeah,
breakfast?
what do you want for breakfast?
And what is the reply?
I don't care, anything you want. No, tell me what you want. Anything you make it, I'll eat it.
All these years, does she still cook for you?
Yes.
And do you also cook for her?
No.
The answer is no. Ma'am, of course, we also discovered that he has a rip ticklish humor. You know, he tickles the funny bone inside you with his jibes, jaunts, and the taunts that he makes, you know, the snide comments at times with the little funny nature. Do you also enjoy them as well?
Sometimes.
You do? You know, they have this sarcastic tone, but they're largely meant to bring laughter on your
Right.
face as
Yes,
well.
yes.
That is why I believe he has also been able to conquer the United States and Wisconsin with so much of acquisition of the empire that he has built.
No, that's because her love and her
Is it right?
sport.
But did you actually think that he would go on to become a billionaire 5 decades ago when you met him first?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Really?
We were just out of school, very down to earth, simple, no idea. No idea what would happen.
We bought our first house for 17,500. We paid 500 down and 17,000 on loan when we first started out.
What is the advice that you would give to young couples or youngsters who want to follow his dreams, follow his goals and objectives when they come from any part of India, whether it is Punjab or elsewhere, and they see him as their role model to become Darshan Dhaliwal?
Love their husbands, right?
Is it right?
Sure.
You can say it.
I said right.
He seems to be more open about the love affair that he had with you. You're a little diffident and shy and reticent person that you are. Is it right?
Yes, it's
And
true.
ma'am, ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਇੱਕ ਆਧ ਕੋਈ ਲਾਈਨਾਂ ਬੋਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ?
Sure.
ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ, ਭਾਈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਸੀਗੀ, ਕਿ ਵਾਟ ਵਰ ਦੋਸ ਫਰਸਟ ਲਾਈਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੀ?
Mere jad nahi hai. No.
ਤੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਨਾਲ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ?
मैं पढ़ नहीं सकता.
ਅੱਛਾ, ਬਟ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੋ?
हाँ जी.
ਸੁਣਦੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੋ?
हाँ जी.
ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਘਰੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਨਾਈਆਂ ਕਦੇ ਲੋਹੜੀ ਤੇ ਹੁੰਕਾਰੇ ਲਾਏ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਬਰਥਡੇ ਆਇਆ ਜਾਂ ਵੈਸੇ ਕੋਈ ਫੈਸਟੀਵਲ ਆਇਆ?
हाँ जी.
ਲਾਏ ਨੇ? And how often have you gone to Punjab with him?
50 times maybe.
Really?
Yes.
So what is it that, ma'am, you love about also Punjab and something here as well? Between the two, which is the most exciting thing that you love? Each. In Punjab and here in Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin, I love being around my family. That's the most important thing to me.
There are 6 children and grandsons.
Yes. And my mother, my brothers, sisters, everybody.
Right. And Punjab? Patiala?
The first time I went there, I was very impressed with how friendly and nice all the people were there. So that was the major thing when I went there the first time.
Was there any difference between the culture at that time in the 70s, 80s in
Yes.
Punjab and all of it? They were more affectionate there?
Yes.
And more expressive,
Yes.
more grand and opulent than here.
Yeah.
How would you like to see him in the next 5 or 10 years grow more as a business person, or retired and leave his business to his sons and daughters maybe?
I would like him to relax, but he cannot retire because he has nothing else to do. He'll drive me crazy. He has no hobby.
Do you think now the life has come कि यार सब कुछ हो गया, satisfy, जो कमाना था कमा लिया, goals सारे achieve कर लिया, or are there more milestones for him to achieve?
I wish he would stop.
But really,
No.
you know he won't.
No.
You know he won't. So, Mr. Dhaliwal, before we wrap up this companionship question on you, what is exactly that you want to end your goals with? I mean, where is the life headed to now?
You know, as we were talking in the car, I don't plan anything. I leave it to God. Whatever happens, it happens.
अभी भी कोई है इच्छा कि कोई और पेट्रोल पंप लेना है?
No.
अब
If
इतना
they
सब
come
कुछ
to me,
देखिए
I'll
world-
take it. This week I'm looking at 3 stations to buy it, but that's just, if it happens, I'll be happy. If it doesn't happen, I'll be happy. So they don't make me in no
You
difference.
don't have any target in the mind now?
No.
कि मैंने 2000 करने हैं या मैंने 3000 करने हैं?
No. Just I'm pretty content right
Now
now.
you're content.
Yeah, whatever happens, I let it happen.
So-
I would rather spend time with my lovely, lovely wife and my kids and grandkids and friends. That's what I'll enjoy doing it.
You want to see them grow in front of your eyes and
Yeah.
enjoy the happiness and the success that you have sowed for them.
I kind of missed when my kids were growing up. I spent too much time in my business, Now I don't want to miss that out with my grandkids.
Right now, I'm outside the office of Mr. Darshan Dhaliwal, where we're bringing the interview and also these side nuggets to understand his personality and the cult that he has become in this part of the country, in Wisconsin, for the simple reason that he has brought a lot of employment for many Indians, not just from Punjab but also from various parts of the country. He's generated employment for several Indians, which turns out to be one of the charitable efforts that he has done for so many people. Sir, of course, अगर मैं आज बात करूं उस दौर की जिस दशक में आप खुद आए, उसके बाद में भी मैं देखूं तो इतने सारे इंडियंस आज गैस स्टेशंस आपके साथ में एसोसिएशन करने के बावजूद वो आगे बढ़ते हुए जा रहे हैं, और अब विस्कॉन्सिन मुझे लगता है कि इंडियंस का शहर हो गया है और दर्शन धालीवाल के नाम से वो मशहूर हो गया है. तो वो दौर कैसा था जब यंग इंडियंस आते थे आपसे हेल्प मांगते थे? व्हाट वाज इट लाइक?
Yes, it was, I don't know, it still keeps going right now. It's not only in Wisconsin, it's in 12 states right now. Wherever I go, I have people there.
And you have your staff more than 1,000?
Yes, but I have more than 1,000 gas stations all over.
Right.
So indirectly, there's employment of maybe 10,000 people.
10,000 indirectly.
Indirectly.
And I believe that you also, I reckon that you also have a call center operating in Patiala as well.
Yes.
So what does that call center do?
They mainly do our back room office.
Right. They sort of deal with any complaints, accounting,
Everything.
customer service,
Yes.
and so on
Yes.
to your clients
Yeah. And
who maybe use your services for buying petrol.
most of my, like people who lease the gas stations from me, and most of them are Indians.
Right.
So it's a little easier for them to communicate, and they have a tough time with the English somehow for people who just come here.
अच्छा, दूसरा मैंने भी देखा अभी आपकी गाड़ी आज भी आपके ब्रदर के नाम से वो सरनेम जो है रखड़ा, क्योंकि आप लोगों का वही है, आपने विलेज का जो नाम है वो यहाँ पे भी रख लिया है. हालांकि सुरजीत जी उसको यूज़ करते हैं बट आप धालीवाल ही लगाते हैं.
हाँ.
तो
But I was born in Rakhda, so my gaon is Rakhda.
हाँ. Now let's also walk through some of the cars that are standing here. Your of course office looks very extraordinary in terms of the wilderness that we see here.
Yeah.
Can we see one of your prestigious cars which
Come on.
also came to take me in?
That's my son's truck.
Okay. They don't drive that expensive vehicles,
It's pretty expensive, but not that.
but they're very modest and humble in
Yes.
terms of what
Yes.
they do.
Yes.
And this one?
This one is one of the employees.
Okay. That's your car.
Yes.
So which one do you drive?
When I drive that one.
Evan, the one that says Rakra?
Yeah.
What car model is this?
That's a BMW 7 Series.
Right.
It's a very nice car.
Let me just step into this car as well, sir.
Okay.
Wow. What is this car called?
It's a Mercedes Sprinter.
It's a Mercedes?
Sprinter. It's the
Sprinter.
ultimate limo.
Oh, it's like a limo.
Yes, it's a limo.
Well, that looks quite grand and very opulent as well. Sir, after you. I'll have some of my conversation with here with you as well. Let me just sit more comfortably with you, sir. In fact, I recall from my reading on you from different websites and interactions with your employees, people. Some people also tell me that there was a time when also Bollywood actors, Mr. Sunny Deol or Bobby Deol also once came to meet you as well. Is it true?
Lot of Bollywood actors have been here
At your place?
at my place here. Yes,
Right. Mr. Raj Babbar, Mr. Bobby Deol, Mr.
Yeah.
Sunny Deol.
yes, they all have been here.
Hmm.
This Prem Chopra.
Oh! So what was it like to meet these people
It's
and
a-
host them?
You know, they were big names when we were growing up, when I was growing up.
Right.
So even what's the name? Sunil Dutt was here.
Really?
Yeah, what's his name? my favorite, the guy, hero from Guide,
Right. Devanand,
Devanand.
he was here with you?
He was here with us.
He was from Gurdaspur, by the way.
Yes, he's from Gurdaspur. He told us that. Yeah, he was here. And one time I was at the concert office and I met Shatrughan Sinha.
Oh,
He was the health minister that time
right. In the Vajpayee government.
in the Vajpayee government.
In the Vajpayee government.
Vajpayee government.
Right.
And he was, there was a gathering of maybe 100 or 200 people,
Ji.
and I was one of them too. And he was a big hero during my times, so he was my hero.
Ji.
So I walked up to him and I just started talking to him. And I asked him, I said, "How do you like America?" And he started complaining about America.
Huh.
These people are very arrogant. They don't meet this. I said, "What happened?" He said, "I've been trying to meet the Secretary of Health, and he is not giving me the time to meet him." I said, "You want to meet him tomorrow?" And he looked at me like I'm crazy. He walked up to he went to the Consul General and I asked him who that guy is.
Right.
He didn't know me from Adam.
Right.
So he told him who I am, and he said, if he's saying this thing, he can do it. So he comes back to me, he says, I got about 4 or 5 appointments tomorrow. Otherwise I like to come meet with them. I said, it's your choice. You want to meet with them tomorrow, you can have lunch with them in Milwaukee. Otherwise, you don't have to meet them.
And what brought you so much of confidence inside you that you could bring Secretary Health? I mean, such a top man. It's an equivalent of an Indian minister.
No, it's more than an Indian minister.
More than an Indian minister.
At that time, his budget was more than the whole India. So finally, he comes to me. He said, "Okay, he will be in Milwaukee." I got out of the concert office. I called up Secretary Health, Tommy Thompson. I said,
what was his name?
Tommy Thompson.
Tommy Thompson, yes.
Tommy Thompson. He was the governor 16 times, 16 years over
Correct.
here. And I called him up. He answered the phone. I said, "Governor, what are you doing?" He said, "I just got off the plane from Ireland. I was there for a week." So what are your plans for tomorrow?
Right.
He named me with 10 things he's doing. He said, "Pretty busy." I said, "You're having lunch with me over here." And he said,
So did he take offense, or did he think that, since you are his friend, he must come and you have a right to call him because he's your friend?
He came.
He came
He came.
the very next day.
Very next day he
So
came.
he flew.
He flew here.
Right.
He told me that he can be only out for a short time. He's just going to come. I said, "Come on over."
But you did not reveal it to him that Shatrughan Sinha was going to meet him.
No. That was a surprise for him.
Right.
So he came on time, but Shatrughan Sinha was late. And after that, they had lunch, they talked about, and Shatrughan Sinha, he couldn't believe that he met the
Secretary.
secretary. After about a month or two, I don't know when was that, they were the health minister's meeting in Barcelona.
Right.
So he booked a dinner with the Prime Minister, with the Health Minister of India,
Right.
Tommy Thompson.
Right.
And when he went there, Sushma Swaraj was the Health Minister.
Right.
When he saw her, he got a little surprised. Sushma was surprised that why is he asking to have a dinner with me? At the dinner,
Right.
after the dinner, they both called me up. First, Sushma called me.
Right.
भाई साहब, आपका health secretary आपकी बहुत तारीफ करता है.
Acha.
And then he called me up. Darshan, your health minister really talks about very highly of you.
Right. So, of course, these have been very pleasant memories and the small anecdotes that you remember, Mr. Dhaliwal. But I also must ask you, out of inquisitiveness, that when you met so many VIPs, who is that one particular individual who has become part of your memory because of his persona all these years, 40, 50 years that you have known both US and India?
There used to be a governor here of Wisconsin, Marty Schreiber. He was a very dear friend of mine. He was a Democrat.
Right.
And the Tommy Thompson, of course, he's a very, very dear friend of mine.
Still till now?
Yeah, they both are still living.
Right.
And they're wonderful friends, great friends. I can call them in the middle of the night, they'll pick up my phone.
Really?
Yeah.
But there was also a time when you could also dial in George Bush
Yeah, there was a time when I could dial in George Bush.
directly on his landline,
Yes,
and he would pick it up.
he'll pick up.
And you did actually that as well?
that.
You did try?
I did that. I took a delegation of 16 people to meet with him after
Correct.
9/11.
Right.
So he still is not that good of a friend, but Tommy Thompson and Marty Schreiber, they're still very active, very good friends.
Right. Now, one last question in the second part of the interview, Mr. Dhaliwal, that I get very curious to see when I see your gas stations, your shopping malls. I want to understand from you, why have you so far not entered into the business of hospitality like the Gujaratis do it to motels, the restaurants, or even supermarket? Why did you restrict yourself to, why did you diversify your business interests?
I really enjoy this business.
But
I
why
really
gas
like-
station?
Because I love gas stations. I think it's the easiest business. I could be sitting any place in the world, and I come to work at 2 o'clock and come and meet people over there, go home. It takes me about half an hour to figure out what I'm doing, what I did yesterday.
Right. No,
So I know my business like back of my hand.
right. But as a journalist, I'm compelled to ask you this question. That don't you think that you would have made even bigger profits in hospitality, real estate, or doing other stuff as well? Or you thought that because gas is unexplored area in
No.
Wisconsin?
I'm a pretty big in real estate. And hospitality, I just didn't like it.
But would you be entering someday?
I
Would you
don't
bring
know.
like tacos or
I-
Chipotles to
No.
Wisconsin with you
I don't.
at your gas stations?
We have some, there's that kind of restaurant, we got a pizza, Caesar's Pizza or Taco Bell under the gas station, McDonald's under the gas station, we have those.
Right.
But directly I'm not involved with them.
You are not involved in that.
I have my people involved with them, my nieces.
Right.
But I'm not. We got quite a few restaurants.
Correct. So, Mr. Dhaliwal, have you also been covered by the local press here in the past?
A lot of times.
Really? What
Yes.
was it like?
Oh, in 79,
Right.
I was just coming up as a businessman. My name was getting in the business community.
Right.
I bought a gas station about 20 miles north of here in West Bend,
North of Milwaukee?
north of Milwaukee.
Right.
And the guy who had like 2-3 gas stations in the town, he told another friend of mine, American,
Right.
that I won't let that son of a bitch Indian come to my town.
Right.
And he came and told me. I said, okay, I'll tell him who I am. So I went there, opened the station, and we started fighting.
Right.
Fighting meaning we're going lower on the gas prices.
Right.
So we went into like losing 25, 30, 40 cents a gallon,
Right.
which is a big amount.
Correct.
After about a week, he called up the same guy, wanted to meet with him, and said, put a little sense in this Indian guy. He comes to me, I said, he has to apologize to me.
Right.
And he has to raise the price first. After 24 hours, I'll raise it.
Right.
And that's what happened. And that time, we were giving away gas. And I was on the front page of New York Times, I think. One of my employees had a letter. In those days, you used to change the gas prices by hand.
Right.
He had a letter and he was standing on a letter. They took a picture of him
Oh.
on the front page.
Right.
Yeah. And after that, I've been in news a lot of times. So
Right. But I also believe, Mr. Dhaliwal, the kind of spirit, determination, and iron will you have had, it is also because of your father who was serving in the defense forces of India. That dollops of patriotism, the fistful of fighting spirit, and taking everything head on all by yourself. Is it right?
it's 100% right.
Your father's blessings, his
blessing,
his character
it,
rubbed off onto you.
yes,
Is that right?
that's right.
क्योंकि जो संस्कार होते हैं ना माँ बाप के, मुझे लगता है कि वो जिंदगी भर तक आपके साथ में रहते हैं।
Yeah.
ये मेरा मानना है। और मेरे भी जैसे संस्कार हैं कि हमने गुरुद्वारे जाके पाठ रखवाना कहीं भी मुश्किल आई सुबह सुबह, तो बोला कि नहीं जी चलो पार्टी को बोलो, पार्ट रख दिया,
Yeah.
कोई तकलीफ हुई तो सुबह सुबह दुखमंजनी पढ़नी स्टार्ट कर दी 40 दिन, या नितनेम रख
That
लिए।
happens.
तो आपके भी नितनेम है कोई अच्छे?
I do every time a different ones. I do Japji Sahib, I do Sukhmani Sahib, I do
मेरे को लगता है आपने शायद अभी थोड़े दिन पहले या वो सुखमनी साहब का पाठ भी रखवाया था।
अखंड पाठ साहब किया था।
अखंड साहब किया।
अखंड पाठ साहब किया था। You know, there's another story. In '84,
जी
right after the Blue Star, the Sikh community was getting pretty active.
करेक्ट।
So they formed a WSO here in America. They had a meeting in San Francisco. I was invited there too because I was getting to be a pretty big name in business that time. We went there. There was a Bhai Mahinder Singh doing kirtan, and I really loved his kirtan.
ठीक है।
After the kirtan, I went to him. I said, "You know what, Bhai Sahib, as long as you're here, you're happy, you're here. But if they tell you something else, you're most welcome to come by me." So the committee got mad at me. मैं उन्होंने बंदे ने petrol लगे आ कहता हूँ। I said, "I'm not doing it. I'm saying if you guys don't want him, I'll take him." And after a couple of weeks, he called me up again.
जी
He said, "Darshan, is your offer still open?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I'm packing up my van." He came over. He stayed with me for, I would think, 4 or 5 years. There's a Bhai Mahinder Singh, he was the SDO in Punjab. Then there's another guy, Chani ji. He came to, and they lived with me in the same house.
राइट।
I used to have an office in the city. In that time, I had maybe 15 gas stations. My routine was I would get up around 8, 9, 10 o'clock, go around, pick up the money and put in the bank. In those days, there were no credit cards. So there used to be a lot of cash. And then go and sit in a bar and drink. I would be drinking till night. And in those days, my bar bill would be, I would say, between $500 to $1,000. Nowadays, it doesn't mean anything, but that time it was huge. I'm talking about.
It is, yeah.
So they came over. First day, he said, "Can I ride with you to your office?" I said, "Sure." So we were riding together. He said, "Ab path kar liye." So, हाँ जी भाई साहब पाठ कर लेने हैं. We started doing part. It was like maybe 30-minute ride. So we did the part. Went around the station. Took me maybe an hour or two. We're doing part all the time, and then there's no sense of going to a bar. I stopped going to the bar with him. In those days, there are 52 weeks. At least we had 30 khand parts or rents wise in a year in my house.
30 अखंड पार्ट्स
At least.
ओए
But at least 30 khand parts in my house. And I used to give him a salary. I bought him a new car. He won't take any money on his budget.
करेक्ट हाँ
He won't take any money.
फ्रॉम यू।
Anybody.
अच्छा कीर्तन करने दे पैसे नहीं लेते?
बिल्कुल ही ना दसी है. And I bought him a car. I put him on my salary. And I told him, I said, whenever somebody invites you, you go.
can go.
He did a gas card. And you go and
गैस कार्ड एज इन
gas card for the gas for the petrol.
petrol.
Yeah.
So he could use it to
Yeah,
on his car.
yeah,
He used to have a car here.
yeah. I bought him a car.
Oh.
I bought him a car. I put him on a salary. I gave him the car, and he used to go. He was invited all over America and Canada. Very popular guy.
तो अब कहाँ पे हो?
He died,
अच्छा।
but hell of a nice guy. He changed my life.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I might have been dead by now or drunk.
Or become more alcoholic.
Alcoholic. Yeah.
So he cut your alcohol consumption.
He just I didn't have the urge to have it.
But now this.
I still have a good drink once in a while. It's not that I don't drink.
अच्छा दूसरा लेकिन दर्शन जी अगर मैं बाकी सक्सेसफुल बिलियनियर्स की बात करूं इतने बड़े बड़े वर्ल्ड में होते हैं खूबसूरत बिजनेसमैन दबा के पैसा भी कमाते हैं लेकिन एंड में जो रोड होती है ना हमारी चाहे जैसे कि रतन टाटा कल
कि देहांतू जो एंड की जो रोड होती है वो जाती तो या गुरुद्वारे या मंदिर में ही है हमारी सबकी।
Yeah.
तो हमें जो शांति मिलती है ना वो गुरु ग्रंथ साहब जी को माथा टेक के या मंदिर में भगवान कृष्ण को या भगवान राम को जाके शांति जो है सारे सुख लेने के बाद में हमें पता चलता है कि ये सुख भी नहीं हमने एंजॉय कर लिया, ये भी एंजॉय कर लिया। जैसे मैं अब आपका इंटरव्यू करने विस्कॉन्सिन आ गया तो अभी खुशी मेरे को मिल गई कि मैंने एक बिलियनियर का इंटरव्यू किया एंड में जाके, लेकिन जो शांति मिलती है वो फिर हम कहते हैं अच्छा वाहिगुरु हम आपके पास ही आके आते हैं। तो वो आपको भी लगता है?
That's true. It's 100% true.
It's 100% true?
100% true.
कि इतना पैसा कमाने के बाद में भी आपको लगता है कि नहीं वो शांति गुरुद्वारे में जाके है या
That's true. You know, I'm going to tell you another story in my life. When I came here, I was working in a warehouse, which used to sell their cigarettes and candy and tobacco to the gas station, to drugstores, all those places. I worked there. I think I told you this, that
you worked there. You worked there first.
Yes. The owner of the company, he loved me. In 77, when I started my gas station business, I was buying my candies and cigarettes from him. The station was in the inner city, which was a pretty rough neighborhood. One day, a guy brought me an order. I placed an order with them, and he brought me 11 cases of cigarettes. In those days, those cases used to be the 30 curtain in one in a case, and one pack curtain was about $5-6, so it was less than $200.
Right.
Instead of leaving 10 cases, he left 11 cases. And he came and he started talking to me, like, because I've known him for 3 years. He left, and after he left, I counted, he left one extra case, purposely or unpurposely. So I thought I should call him and let him know. There was no cell phone those days.
Correct.
So I would say, I'm going to take the next customer, then I'm going to call him. This is honest, I'm telling you, this is what's in my heart.
Right.
Okay, not this customer, I'm going to take the next customer, then I'm going to call it. Doing this, it was 5 o'clock. And now I know there's nobody there at 5 o'clock. So I tried to call him. Nobody would answer the phone. I knew there's nobody going to answer the phone because I worked there 3-4 years. So from my heart, I'm saying I did my job. I called him. I came home at 9 o'clock, closed the station. About 3-4 o'clock in the morning, I got a call from the police. You better come to your station. Somebody broke in. They took the 11th one and the other 10 too. From that day onward, I decided, okay, I'm going to take mine only. I'm not going to take anybody else's. जो थोड़ी हक्कल आलदी है कितने नहीं आती है
बिल्कुल.
And then another instance, same thing happened. If you go to my house right now,
Right.
I don't have a key to it. It's open.
Right.
I was living in another house, not in this one. One day, we walked into the house about 10 o'clock at night, the whole family, and I'm in front, my brother is behind me, my wife behind us, and she walks in, she said, "We have been robbed." I said, "What?" She said, "We have been robbed, look at that. Your TV is gone, your VCR is gone, your this thing gone, that thing gone," and I said, "Yeah, we have been robbed."
Then?
So we called the police, and they took some stuff in the China cabinet. I had $20,000 sitting right in front. You could see it. You have to be blind not to see it. They didn't see that. They didn't touch it. They took 3 carpets, very nice silk carpets.
Here in Wisconsin?
In Wisconsin, my older home. They pulled, one carpet was underneath Marasa Talesi.
ठीक है.
They pulled that out. With that, Marasa fell down. So first thing I did was Marasa
Place it back.
Yeah.
Then?
Then police came and gave me the report. My office used to be back of a gas station. In the front there was a gas station, in the back there was a office, and we shared the bathroom. This happened on a Saturday. On a Monday, my brother goes to bathroom, comes back, he tells me there's a guy selling a carpet. what are the chances that somebody steals the carpet from a turban guy and comes to his station to sell the carpet?
Then
I called the police. Police came. They said it'll take them 20 minutes to get there. I went to those guys. I said, you know what? They're a smaller carpet. I can buy this one. That was mine too. They took 3 carpets. But if you have a bigger one, I'll take that. They said, we got a bigger one too. So go get it. So they went to get it and they came back and for 5 minutes.
But that time police was also there.
No, police wasn't there. So they're sitting I'm sitting in my office. They're sitting across from me and the carpet is on the floor. This carpet is like, in those days, at least $10,000-$15,000.
Okay.
They asked for $200. I said, no, that's too much. I can give you $5. I'm trying to buy the time. And arguing back and forth. In about 20 minutes, that was the longest 20 minutes of my life. Mahendra Singh, he was in that office. My brother Charlie, they would come and check and said, I'm okay. They came and told me that the third guy with them who's sitting in the car.
He was a thief.
Yeah, they were thieves, part of the 3 guys.
So did they not know that they have robbed at your place?
Yes, they didn't know it. So police came, they arrested one guy outside and they walked in my office and in what less than 2 seconds they handcuffed both of them and they left the carpet there. So I tell everybody, जो थोड़ी हक हलाल दी हैगी आ किते नहीं आंदी, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹਰਾਮ ਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਥੋੜੀ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਊਗੀ.
Correct.
I'm trying to bring some of the snippets with Mr. Darshan Dhaliwal at his office in Wisconsin. Let's see what he has to talk to us more about his life. He's talked to us about his grandkids, the citations he got from George Bush, and the chair that he established in the name of his father. So, Mr. Dhaliwal, what is the story about this charter plane that we see here? What is this about, the Beechcraft Hawker?
These are not charter planes. These were the planes I owned it.
Really?
Yeah, I bought these. I bought 3 planes that time.
Right.
I thought I'm going to use them a lot, but I didn't.
Right. So did you buy them out of hobby or passion or just because you actually wanted to travel?
I thought there's the one plane which my people are going to use. I got a business in 12 states, so it's kind of easier for them to go.
Than spend on commercial tickets.
Not only commercial ticket, driving or flying, to have our own plane. So that's why I bought these.
So did they used to travel?
They used to, but it didn't do much good to us. Because when they drive, we got stations all over, on the way to, then we go from one point to the other point. On the station in between our businesses, real estate in between, we would miss it. We'd go to the one place and come back.
Right.
That's why I had 3 planes that time.
I also, of course, see a picture of a yacht. Can you take me through the picture and tell me what is the secret of this yacht as well? It says 1999 Sea Ray Yachts, 560 Sedan Bridge.
Yeah, this was a very nice yacht I bought it in 99. It was really good. I loved it. Just for a few days. After that, it became a kind of a hassle to go there. This was in Lake Michigan.
Right.
I had it for maybe 4 or 5 years. And one day I got a phone call from the guy who was pulling it out that your boat sank. I said, what? I started laughing at it. And he says, we were trying to pull it out, and the platform we built for this boat, this was the biggest boat in the harbor. They were pulling it out, and the foundation gave in, and the crane fell on top of the boat. So the boat and the crane both sunk. Both sunk.
Then?
And I was really happy about it because this was more of a headache.
Right. But we heard that it cost you $2 million at that time.
Yeah, it did cost.
So did you not regret losing this sum of money?
No, that was kind of, I was very happy to get rid of it.
Really? Of this yacht?
Yeah.
So, but why? Why did you want to get rid of it? Because traveling was inconvenient, or
no? My home, if you see it, is like a resort. When in summer months, we only have like 4 or 5 months that we can use the boat and the backyard of the house. When you go home, you don't feel like leaving and going there. It's about a half-hour drive from my home to go to the lake.
Right.
So we hardly used it.
Right. Now I also see the name of Kartar Singh Dhaliwal. What is this professorship about at the University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee?
This was the chair on my father's name at the University of Wisconsin. This was set up in 98. That time I gave him $1 million.
To Wisconsin?
Yeah,
At that time?
at that time.
This was which year?
I think 97, 98, 98.
Right. And then we also have this citation. This citation looks very interesting. It says where as Mr. Darshan Singh Dhaliwal is being honored as recipient of the Chitrahar Broadcasting's 1992 Indira Gandhi Memorial Award, whereas he has been chosen to receive this. So who gave you this award?
This is the from the state of Wisconsin.
Right.
They gave me the speaker and the governor. They gave me this award.
Right. And that's your home?
That's my home.
You even have a photograph of your home.
Yeah, this is a. I don't have the pool now. The pool is
It's
out.
gone?
The pool is gone, but my home is still there.
And this?
That's my home in India.
That's Miss Debbie.
That's my wife, Debbie. This was the invitation from inauguration from the Clintons.
Boy. These are your sons and grandsons?
These are my. There's the old picture of my all sons and daughters, and I had a one grandkid that time.
Okay, so let's see who's who.
That's my son Gurpal, he's the middle one. My son Ranjit, who is the youngest one. My daughter Amy, middle daughter. My daughter Cindy, who just got married, her name is Simrit. Tina is the oldest one, she's a doctor. That's my oldest son, Jaspal. And that's,
He resembles you, she resembles her mom. He has a picture of both of, image of both of you. He, of course, resembles a bit of mom and dad. And the girls have largely gone a mixture of two of you.
I don't know.
That's you, two of you together
Yeah, that's,
in your early days?
pardon?
In your early days of courtship?
Yep, we were in Vegas.
Vegas?
Yep. And these are my 3 sons and my grandson.
Wow.
So,
But you guys also wear your turbans like the Patiala Shahi turban?
yeah.
And then we have... then we also have a citation by George Bush.
Yes. This is the congressional records. I am from village Jarkad.
और दूसरा मैं बड़ा देख के हैरान रह गया धालीवाल साहब कि सीधा सीधा ट्रम्प वैंस का नाम लिखा हुआ है तो आप लग रहा है ट्रम्प के सपोर्टर हैं
Yes, I am.
You would definitely want to see him as a president?
I would like to see him as the president.
Because I have seen this culture in the US that civilians are very happy to carry their preferences in terms of sharing who they want to see. Unlike India where people are very discreet and shy, here people like to openly tell that, if Google wants to support Miss Harris or if Elon Musk wants to support Donald Trump, they're very open about their preferences.
They are. And so I am for Trump. And that's what I do this time.
But what is the reason what is the reason if I ask you that why are you for Trump? Why are you for Trump?
Trump is for the country. Years back, America used to be what you call it, Thanedar or SHO of the world. And that thing was gone from America. And in the last 4 years, not last 4 years, the 4 years before, he's brought some of the back. Now we'd like to see them back again. And on top of it, he's a very good friend of India.
Yes.
And for the Honorable Prime Minister.
Prime Minister as well. They share a very good bond with me.
Yes.
But of course, you beyond this, you also have enjoyed good relations even with the Democrats as well. You were there last
do.
year at the prestigious White
Yes.
House dinner, which was the top of the top people, the cream of
Yeah.
the United States and India, from the Ambanis to the Adanis to the Mahindras. And Dhaliwals, I mean, of course, all
everybody
of you were
was there.
Everybody, from the
Everybody there.
Pichai, Bill Gates, everyone
Yeah.
was there. So, how do you feel privileged that
Well,
you
you
were
know,
there?
you can be a friend with anybody. You don't have to be enemy if you're supporting somebody else. It's not, okay, I'm supporting Republicans, I'm enemies with Democrats.
Correct. On this note, we bring an end to the second part of the conversation with these powerful nuggets that Darshan Dhaliwal is made of. Keep following me, Rohan Dua, on the New Indian as we bring you exciting tales from this part of the country on India Abroad on the New Indian.